Gunpowder and milkshakes. I never thought I'd be using those in the same sentence, but here we are. Gunpowder Milkshake is the latest action-packed, Hitman-esque sort of movie. It came out in cinemas here in Australia. I know a lot of other people have seen it online on different streaming sources, but I saw it at the cinemas. So this movie stars Karen Gillan and Lena Headey. It follows main protagonist Sam, who is a hit woman for hire. She is abandoned by her mother, who was a hit woman as well, and she grows up and she becomes a hit woman, and she kills people for money. And she kills the wrong person one day, and well, you know where that's going. So this movie, straight off the bat, feels a lot like a John Wick clone, except for a style change. It has its own unique style, sort of a neon-esque sort of style. But a lot of the elements are borrowed from John Wick. The whole secret organization, this massive people controlling the Hitman sort of empire. It's ripped straight out of John Wick, which is, in my opinion, a very well made movie, action movie. Has one of my favorite performances by Keanu Reeves. I love that movie. This movie, it feels like just feels like a lesser version of John Wick, to be honest. It feels a little too long. The last 25 minutes of this movie should have been cut off. I checked my phone during this movie. That never usually happens, and you know, it's usually only when the movie is going on for too long I check my phone, and if I do that, well, you know, your movie has run on just a little bit too long. Because I usually have a pretty good attention span when it comes to movies, but yeah, this movie just, it felt a little too long and pretty forgettable as well. It's been a couple of days since I've seen this movie, but already I'm pretty much, I can't really remember any of it. Apart from a few good action scenes in this movie where the main protagonist is inhabilitated and she needs another character to help her out to get out of this situation. That was cool. That was a unique idea. I actually liked that, and there was a cool underground car chase, which was pretty cool. The unique ideas, the ones that were original and not from other movies like John Wick, I liked those choices. I like this secret organization of librarians. That was pretty cool. Performances, Karen Gillan, I liked her as Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy, but here she just feels very bland and very emotionless, and you know, I guess she's a hit woman, so she has to be emotionless, but I thought she would bring a lot more emotion to the role, and it didn't really work for me. I was expecting a lot more, and you know, the rest of the cast, like Lena Headey in that, and the other supporting cast were okay. I didn't really see any standout performances in this movie. It was, even Paul Giamatti was sort of, you know. So, this movie, I don't really know what to say, except if you haven't seen John Wick, go watch John Wick. You don't need to watch this movie. Just go watch John Wick. But if you have seen John Wick and you want another cool sort of action movie to check out that does have a few unique ideas and some cool choreography in the fight scenes, not as cool as John Wick. It's not a high body count, and there's not really these massive sort of set pieces like John Wick. I mean, there's one in a library, which is probably the best part of the movie, but apart from that, it's not on the same caliber as that. So I found the style of this movie was pretty unique. I found some of the choreography, like the action scenes, some of the action scenes were good. Acting was okay. music actually blended in well with the style that they were going for, but I just found the movie all around to be pretty forgettable. And for a rating, I'd give it a C. It's a little disappointing. I did have some expectations going into this movie. I'd heard some things and I'd seen some of the trailers and it looked pretty badass to me, but all up, it was sort of disappointing and it didn't meet my expectations. I was hoping for something a little more unique and less like John Wick. I know it's like an all-female sort of, you know, cast, like the main people in this are female, and it's sort of like the opposite of John Wick, but it wasn't unique enough for me. So if you want an okay action movie, check this one out. But yeah guys, that's my review. Hope you liked it. If you want to see more reviews, click the like button, stay tuned for more, hit that subscribe button, and comment below what movies you think I should check out, or if you've got any old movies you want me to take a look at, leave those down in the comments. I'm sleep deprived as fuck. I've got mad insomnia. So I'm always watching movies and I'm always keen to see more movies or even shows. So leave those right down in the comments section. But yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go have a fucking milkshake and maybe shoot some gunpowder on the PlayStation 3. Playing, I don't know, what has gunpowder? Bloody Ratchet and Clank or something like that. So that's me. Anyways guys, have a good one, and toodles.